objects seen by pilots. That was sort of their philosophy, but
it just seemed too darn far out to get involved in the possibilities of, you know.
Yeah, and this was a pattern that got repeated actually in other countries as they went through their own revolutions. In Russia, when UFOs were, as we had mentioned earlier, a very censored subject. Then, like in the period of Brezhnev, finally it opened up a little bit. But again, you could not talk of humanoids. You can only talk of phenomena in the sky.
Yeah.
And then in China, in the late 70s, when China opened up, it was the same thing. Phenomena, lights in the sky, okay. That was it, you know.
Well, I'm sure you remember when the famous Voronozov case broke in the United States in October of 1989. One of the ways that they tried to explain it away in major news carriers like the New York Times was, you know, the Soviet Union, the Russian people are changing very quickly at this point.
Right.
They're subjected to a tremendous amount of outside influences, and we all know they're somewhat repressed mystics, so we should expect that they're going to be interested in UFOs and table rapping and all that stuff.
Which actually
it's very demeaning.
It's demeaning, and it's also incorrect because the Russians have had a very long tradition of psychic phenomena and things like that. The thing is, it was repressed for a long time, and then it opened up. Now, this video is quite different from the others from Mexico. I actually met this fellow one time, Santiago Iturria. He's from Monterrey. As a complete different organization from Mausan. And it's a pretty good video. It's quite like an object emitting a lot of light.
Yeah. And
a lot of energy.
Slightly conical shaped, it seems. Very bright. I don't think those occasional flashes
I don't know. No, I don't think they're connected with the object. Maybe what is this, a storm? I don't know.
Yeah. We had another light coming in at the lower right frame. We'll see if it returns here.
There's another one.
Okay. Let's see if that seems to be in any kind of relationship. Whoa, that's moving at a fast speed. That's out of there.
Maybe something coming out?
Wow. Obviously closing in on the object with the lens.
Any type of thing where you can see a change of shape is extremely interesting because it's something that no earthly machine can do. Maybe a natural phenomena can do, but not a machine.
Well, I must say,
not with our technology.
What that puts the individual through that happens to be standing there saying, oh, maybe that's a satellite or something, and then you actually see it do something so unconventional that you, for a moment, feel like you're slipping your moorings, and you know you're seeing something that you've never seen before.
No, that's not a satellite.
No.
For sure. No, but I know what you're saying. It's well, I think it's a normal mechanism of psychology. You know, I'm see myself doing it all the time as I watch these videos. You know, you try to explain something.
Well, you know, because
the unknown, makes you feel uneasy. You know, so.
And we human beings love solutions to mysteries. We love to put everything into neat little packages as a rule, and
in general, not just with UFOs.
Sure, this is one of those phenomena that does not rest easy, neatly packaged.
Nice reference point now with the city, which he didn't do in the beginning, but now you get a good view.
Very helpful to us, the viewer. Let's see if we can really close in on that. No, we're going to buy and back to Mexico City.
Okay, we did see in a previous tape something similar to. Remember the way it first was like a string of things, and then it became all these little objects.
And
we'll see what this
very
does.
quickly. It's seemingly
now it's like
circular.
now it's like one object.
It's morphing again, and so goodness. See, now that's not a cloud. It can't be. It is.
No, does not look at all like a cloud.
It's much too fast moving in the way that it's changing as well. Yeah, and in effect, of course, it's not on a clouded sky.
I knew someone called Alex Fernandez, but I don't think it's the same person. Here we see again these clusters, which seem to be very popular in Mexico.
Yeah.
But you notice that it's a sort of in the second wave of Mexico. You wouldn't see them on the first 91, 92 tapes.
Wow.
What does it mean? I don't know, but it's they seem to getting more popular as we get along in the 90s.
I don't know what to say on some of these. You just, you're at a loss
Gamma
for
Vision,
words.
now we're back to Quito. Gamma Vision is a TV station. So this also is a professional. This is a famous video from the ones taken in Ecuador.
Seem to see a single red light atop several. Looks like 3, possibly 4 at the moment below it. No, it looks like decided 3. Could give us a real good perspective on it. Come on back. Again, that lighting pattern does not suggest a conventional aircraft.
No, I first thought, I have a sister of mine lives in Ecuador, and I go in Quito. I go there all the time. And in fact, the building where she lives is above. We see the airplanes below the building. So I've seen lots of airplanes landing because it's Quito is in an area totally surrounded by mountains. So the airplanes have to go through, and that's why the buildings are higher than the airport. By the time they get into the air, they unfortunately for them, and they had a big airplane accident a few years ago. The airport now is practically in the middle of the city. You know, like happened in many cities, right? It was when it was built, it wasn't.
Nothing,
but now it's grown.
Small.
So I think eventually they're going to move into really another valley. But you see lots of airplanes, but they go quite fast, and they just cross the area of the city in just a couple of minutes, and we don't see that happening here.
Okay, goodbye to 94,
and also
95.
That guy was a cameraman, so...
Exactly so.
I only go there for visiting. If the guy lives there, he would be very familiar with that type of situation. He would have not even bothered to film it, so... Yeah, so that's 95 now.
Okay, back to Mexico City, where we've been spending increasing amounts of time.